Everyone, it's Fantayzia and welcome to a quick video on what I'm using to make my game look the way it looks. Right now it's pretty gloomy out and it's raining, but you can still see there's such a difference from what the game usually looks like, and like this is when the game is even at its darkest pretty much, and still look how much better that looks. I will definitely show you guys the way it looks in the sunshine and everything like that too, and different worlds. Before we get into it, let's do our notification shout out, and this one goes to Danny Mint. Right? Oh my god, I'm so excited too. This comment is on one of my videos for the For Rent leak. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to hear stuff officially. I'm so excited for the trailer, but thank you so much for your comment, and if you guys want a chance to be in a notification shout out, all you gotta do is comment down below. So the rain has stopped, but it's still pretty freaking gloomy out. So I use G-Shade, you guys know that. Well, most of you guys know that. A lot of you guys have been asking me, what G-Shade are you using? So I'm getting so many questions about that. Some of you guys ask what reshade, but I do use G-Shade. However, I have no idea if my preset will work with reshade. If you guys have used both, you might be familiar with the fact that some presets you can use for both. Like I've definitely downloaded reshades and put them in my game when I have G-Shade and they still work. So I really don't know because I haven't tried it out with mine because I really don't want to download reshade again. So yeah, I use G-Shade. For me personally, it actually makes my game faster. So I just prefer it, and I really just like the way everything looks better. I don't know. So my preset is called Ember. This is what it will look like in your game when you download it into your G-Shade. I am going to link down below an amazing tutorial by Ocean Sims on how to install G-Shade if you don't know how. The process is pretty much the same as reshade, and I feel like at this point a lot of people know how to do it. So I'm not going to do a tutorial on that, and I feel like there's already so many tutorials. So yeah, usually when I show off my new presets, I just go ahead and show you guys the preset and link a tutorial. So another thing, if you guys don't want to download presets but you want kind of like similar settings to mine, here is like what some of my settings look like. I mean, it's definitely easier to just pop mine in your game. And you can also feel free to, you know, change things up if you want things to look a little bit different. Just of course, if you do re-upload it, make sure to, you know, put that Ember was the original preset. But anyways, let me go ahead and make it sunny for you guys. We're gonna make it sunny, and I also want to show you guys some other areas of town, and then I might even show you guys like a couple other save files, because for example, right now I'm in the Florella save file, but this looks really freaking amazing in the Winbrook save file because the tool mod is being used, and I don't know, it just makes presets look even better. So here is what the maps look like. What I tried to do with this preset is brighten things up but not make it like overpowering. Like a lot of my presets in the past, I feel like they're so bright that it could be blinding. Like when I look at my other ones now, I'm just like, whoa. I do have one that's not so intense, and I started to add more shadowing and stuff, but yeah, I just been like slowly working towards this vibe, and I feel like I finally got it. And this one's completely made from scratch. I didn't like start off with anyone else's or anything. I just really wanted something. Wasn't I just there? I just really wanted something that was mine and, you know, completely to my liking. So that's why I'm saying if you guys want to download this but like adjust some things to make it, you know, more for you, then feel free to do so. But yeah, I love this. I'm going to show you guys in Creative Sim as well, but let's go ahead and actually travel with them a little bit so you guys can get the feel in different areas and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here to the McDonald's. So I did make a post for this in my community tab letting you guys know that I put this up for download. However, I know a lot of people don't see that. It is on my Patreon, but it's completely free. For now, I just have a post like with no photos, because, you know, I show it off in like all my videos. So, and now I'm doing this specific video showing you guys. So like, you know, I feel like I didn't need to make like a whole post for it. And for whatever reason, I just kept delaying that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it up with a download link and not even worry about pictures. Even though I probably have quite a few photos I could use now, to be real. Okay, we need it to be brighter up in here. I mean, I love the gloomy vibes. I'll say that. One of my favorite parts of the save file is the way things look when it's gloomy out. Like it's not making it so bright when it should be gloomy is what I'm saying. That's really what I wanted to do because I don't know, I'm loving, like I love a happy bright save file, which this does give that energy when it's bright out, but then also like depending on the weather, it can give you like dark and like, I don't know, just like gloomy, realistic vibes. Like, I don't know, like I wanted to go for a more realistic energy this time instead of making things like unrealistically bright, you know? And everything is just so much more defined. I remember when I first made this, I was like, wait, that is what the game looks like. I remember I specifically freaking out over the werewolf world because there's so much grass and stuff that like sticks up in that world, and like see how these plants come up, like what? But like for some reason in that world it almost looks like the grass is invisible when I take my preset off, and then I was like, whoa, I don't realize like how much you can't really see detail to things. Like I would say something I will never go back on is making presets without shading. I used to always make my presets without shading, and then I figured out like a way to make the shading look good, because I do feel like it's something that takes a little bit of practice. I feel like shading, for some reason with the reshade, I don't like using the shading. Like I don't know. But with G-Shade, you don't even need to download any add-ons. Everything's already there. Because I think with reshade, yeah, you need to download some add-ons to get the right shading. Whereas with G-Shade, it's just there and it's so easy to like adjust things. I don't know. I find it so user-friendly. Like all of you guys could absolutely make your own G-Shade preset. I promise you, even if you think you can't. It's going to take a little bit, but yeah, you could totally do it. Maybe I'm wrong because like I've had some practice, but like again, if you practice a little bit, you'll definitely be able to do it. Whereas I feel like reshade, maybe some people actually might not be able to, you know, really make something the way they want, but yeah, G-Shade is where it's at for me. So anyways, that's what it looks like here when it's like sunnier out, but it is still 10 a.m. So let's go ahead and go to another world. I want to show you guys like some different vibes. So I think we're gonna go, well, I want to go somewhere like really nice and beautiful like Tartosa or something, but then I also want to show you guys like Moonwood Mill. So I guess we can go ahead and go over here. Oh my gosh, I haven't been in this world in a while. This is taking me back. Alright, so again, it's freaking raining here. Of course it is. But here is where you can really see the trees situation. So of course you can also tone it down if you download this. However, I tried to do like the perfect in between. Like I originally had the shadowing even stronger. And there's so many G-Shades that I love, but some of them, the shadowing is like very, very intense where it can make it like, I know this seems like a lot, but like, trust me, there's some G-Shades where it's like even more and it looks amazing, especially for photos. However, it makes some things be just like really impossible to deal with, like when it comes to like gameplay. So for me, I feel like this, it doesn't interfere with my gameplay. Like I'm able to, you know, do everything I want to do. Like you can see the UI is going to look kind of transparent sometimes. And actually some of you guys ask me about that. It's like some of you guys want your UI to be transparent, which I didn't really know would be something that people want. Like I thought if anything, some people wouldn't really like that. If you have the shadowing on even higher, it can become an inconvenience, I'll say that. But I feel like mine, I'm still able to read everything. And yeah, some of you guys asked me like, how do you make it like transparent like this? Some of you guys like that. So I mean, I've grown to love it. So I kind of like that effect too. And like, look at these logs. Look at that. It's just so much better. So much nicer. And then here's a view from this angle. Oh, and then over here looks pretty cool. Also like depending on how you have the camera angled, the lighting might change. So look at this. Oh my gosh. I kind of need to take a picture right now. This is stunning. And then here's what it looks like over here. So there's kind of a look at this world a little bit. Obviously, you know, I want to keep looking and showing you guys different areas just because I feel like everywhere just has its own little unique touch. But we're gonna go ahead and go to Tartosa because that's like a totally different energy. So I think it'd be really beautiful if I go ahead and take you guys over here where the waterfalls are, just because it's stunning. So I mean, if we go over here, we'll still be able to travel over here and then you guys can see this area too. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so right off the bat, you can just tell like how freaking gorgeous it looks here. Oh my goodness. I can't, like the thing with Tartosa is I feel like it looks beautiful even without it. So like I can't even complain. Like Tartosa just always looks so good. I don't know what it is about this world. I feel like Sulani is like kind of the same way, where like it still just looks good without it, but then you add this and it's like so dreamy. Like I feel like it's so different than the other worlds. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like this preset like has a different aesthetic in every world. Like, I don't know why, but that's like my favorite thing about it. So going up to, oh my gosh, with the hot air balloon, so pretty. So here's what that looks like. See, I also feel like the shading is going to look different depending where you are as well. And just depending like how bright it is out and stuff like that. Like, I'm also going to show you guys like what the Sims will look like too. So I always try to make sure, ever since I started making presets, even when my presets like weren't the most amazing, okay, you're literally in the bathroom and then you're like, just come out here. Our poor Sims. But I've always tried to make my presets look good with every skin tone, everything like that, every eye color, every hair color. So I feel like honestly that is one of the things that surprisingly take the longest, because your preset can be looking all amazing and then you go ahead and look at different skin tones and you're like, oh, that doesn't work. But if you saw that, I just feel like it makes the skin tones look 1,000 times better. Like, I was actually shocked. I was like, wait, like this sim is stunning no matter what, but like, can we take a minute? It literally transforms her, like what? Like, I don't even recognize my Sims anymore without it. I'm just like, who's that? It doesn't even look like the same girl to me. Like, I don't know why, but like it almost changes because of the shading and everything. To me, it's just like entirely changing her. I don't even think about what they might look like without the preset. Like, I don't know. I never turn it off when I'm making Sims. And yeah, like, I feel like my sim style has changed based on my preset. That's another thing. I do feel like my Sims, like the way I create Sims, kind of like evolves and changes depending on what preset I'm using. Is that weird? Like, I don't know if any of you guys feel like that, but like, yeah. And then here is what this cute little area looks like. So pretty. Okay, so I actually really want to take you guys to Winbrook because even though, you know, we're just gonna be going to like Willow Creek or something, Winbrook just has this vibe to it that I absolutely love. And my preset, for some reason, to me, goes with it so well and makes me want to play in that save file even more. So I did do a video on Winbrook recently. If you guys want to check that out, I have so many different save files and I've pretty much done videos on like all of them. Okay, so this street looks so good with a G-shade preset. Whatever one you're using, as long as it has shading, this street for whatever reason looks incredible. So we're gonna jump into the West Falls. It only makes sense because this family's made by Ocean and I'm gonna have her tutorial linked down below for your G-shade, so we gotta go into her family. Okay, so here is where you guys can see snow. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Like, again, this save file looks good no matter what. Like, look at that. Like, this is no, like, what? I don't know what it is about Winbrook, but this is literally no G-shade and it still looks good. Whereas, like, usually areas just don't. But, oh my gosh, I love this. I love the way the shading looks on the trees and, like, look how much better the houses just pop. Just, like, I love it so much. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Winbrook, but this preset just looks so gorgeous in it. And the snow and everything, just adding to that touch. So we're gonna head over here too because I feel like this would be cool to look at with the preset. All of these lots are super realistic looking. There's a corner store and everything. So we're gonna head there. You guys, look at how beautiful. The reds, they just pop, and the shadowing. It is so pretty. It seems like so peaceful, like, you know, getting close to Christmas time. Like, that's the vibes this is giving me. Like, we're in a Christmas movie right now. Don't you get those vibes? Like a cozy Christmas movie? Oh my goodness. That is what I'm getting right now. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Sorry, I'm getting too excited. How do I get excited as if I've just made this preset once again? I don't know, but it happens. Like, look at how peaceful this looks with the snow falling. It is stunning. So last but not least, we need to jump into Create a Sim. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, by the way, here's like, you know, a look at something indoors, which I feel like I should show you guys. So like, this is just a store. Last but not least, here is what inside of a house will look like. Obviously, you know, this is just an example. Everywhere will look different depending on the lighting in the house and all of that fun stuff. I really like the way it looks in homes. You know, I feel like it just, I don't know, it makes builds look better in my opinion. Like, I cannot build without it if I'm gonna build. I just need it on. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like a lot more satisfying to build, I find, when I have this on. look at this gorgeous view. And yeah, again, it just, I don't know. It just adds like the definition I need, makes like me feel like, it makes me feel more immersion, and I don't know why. Okay, and lastly, here we are in Create a Sim. So this is what your game's gonna look like in Create a Sim if you have my preset. This is where you see an insane difference, and it is like crazy. I don't know. I promise you it will make you create better Sims, because I mean, I still like my Sims without it, but I don't know, like I go more into detail now, like when I'm like making all their features, I don't know. And Create a Sim is like so much more fun to me. I even have a unicorn in here to show you guys. Because why the heck not? Or they're not really a unicorn, but like, you know, they look like one. So there's what that looks like. And then this sim here, just to show you guys like some different features and stuff. Also like staying zoomed out, the clothes. Like look at the color on that skirt. It looks so much better. I don't know. I love. And then this sim you already saw, but here is what it looks like in Create a Sim. And then this sim here, which is like my new favorite freaking sim. I love her so much. She is literally gorgeous. But yeah, you guys, that is my G-Shade preset. So like I said, I'm gonna have the tutorial by Ocean linked down below, and then I'm gonna have the link where you can download this for completely free on my Patreon. I love this preset. It's definitely my favorite. And you know, it depends on your computer. I don't have any lag with it. Like when I turn it on and off, it does not matter. Like my game will run the same, but obviously it's gonna depend on your computer. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I promise if it's lagging, it's nothing to do with like my preset. It's probably just your computer can't handle it, like specifically your graphics card. So I will say though, yes, I have a gaming computer, but it's a gaming computer that I now got years ago, and I haven't upgraded any of the specs, like nothing. And so my computer isn't like now, with all the new stuff that's come out, the new graphics cards, all of that, like my computer is not even considered high-end anymore. It's still a great gaming PC. It does what I need it to do. You know, it's working just fine. So that's why I haven't upgraded it. But I'm just saying it's not like the top of the line anymore compared to when I bought it. So, or I bought the pieces for it, you know, you guys get it. So yeah, you don't need like this crazy new computer to run this. At least I don't, and it's completely fine. But yeah, it really does depend. So anyways, you guys, with that said, that's gonna be everything. Totally thought this was gonna be like a 5-minute video, but like I feel like it actually takes longer to like show you guys everything. So you guys can get a feel for the preset. But yeah, if you download this, I hope you enjoy my preset. As I said, feel free to change it however you want, but if you do re-upload it, just make sure to mention that you started off with the Ember preset. I honestly really don't care. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!